Yo, what's going on guys? I'm the Ecom boss, and in today's video I'm going to tell you guys sort of like how I forced myself to succeed with e-commerce, or like the certain decisions that I had to make in order to become successful in this business model. This applies to anything in life. If you want to be an athlete, whatever these things will still apply to you. So first of all, I gave myself a deadline. It's going to be about college, school, all of that stuff. I gave myself a deadline. If I didn't do it within 6 months, I would go back to college, all that kind of stuff. We'll go into that in a second, but this video is going to be super motivational for a lot of you guys. We're out here today. It's a beautiful day. We're in Oslo. We're looking over the whole ocean and everything, and like you starting to reflect around your life when you actually make it happen, what you always wanted to make happen. So we'll get into that in today's video. So let's just announce last video, the free 30-minute consulting call giveaway, and we'll get straight into it. Last video's free 30-minute consulting call giveaway winner is Alex Saldeso. You can message me. My Instagram is here now. And me and John open up a couple of new spots in the coaching. You want to get in, you want to get your life changed, DM me on Instagram here again. And without further ado, into the video we go. So how did I force myself? I don't know if that's the right word, but I really had to change my whole mindset. Got to be disciplined and all that kind of stuff. Let's just call it forcing. How did I force myself to win in life, win in business in general? Have I won? Nah, not by any sort of means, but I'm able to do what I want when I want, and I'm having a really good time. That's it. But to get to this point, it's not all easy. It was school, expectation of parents, my friends, people probably thinking I'm a loser. I don't know. I heard from one of my buddies at school, people always been asking about like Henrik, well, how's Henrik doing? I heard he dropped out. They was always asking a buddy of mine at school and stuff, what is he doing now? And when they see me now, I'll still honestly just tell them I just sit in my room the whole day. I'm not going to announce anything until we got the Lamborghini parts. So we're all different. We're all motivated by different stuff. We all have different goals. Not everyone cares about materialistic things. Maybe you just want to buy an electric cycle. But in most cases, we'll still take the path we shouldn't take. We'll still take the lazy route. Even though we know it's wrong, even though we know you have a goal. Like if I said to you guys, would you rather drive a Lamborghini in the streets one evening or play a video game over again? You would say the Lamborghini most likely. Yeah, probably not all of you guys, but a lot of you guys would say Lamborghini. But still you choose to play the video games because the part before you get that Lamborghini is super hard. I know we only talking materialistic things here, but don't care about the actual Lamborghini. Just care about, it's more like the story behind this, the context, not just the Lamborghini, but we're just using that as an example. And I bet 99% of you guys watching would rather take the Lamborghini solution, but you're not making it happen because it requires a lot of work. It's not cool at all when you test products and it just never works. It flops every single time. I know how it feels. Happened to me. Guys, you don't even know how much money I spent on testing and everything. I had a mentor, but I'm gonna be honest, that was not a good mentoring program. So I sort of left on my own, knew how to test and stuff, but I still forced myself to make this thing happen. We all get distracted every once in a while, especially if you guys have girlfriends. I get so distracted from my girlfriend all the time, asking about money. No, I'm just kidding, but I get so distracted by her sometimes, I gotta admit that. But you guys get distracted. You sort of like start to get into the things that produce short-term dopamine in your brain, short-term life joy. But that will definitely not give you life joy in the end. It's either beer and video games or hard work and hustle. You choose which alternative you want to go for. You could either get this place, this house, or you could get this house. It's up to you guys which route you want to take. When you don't take action, you become comfortable. And this is a big problem. To get to this house we're in right now, behind here, man or girl, it was not comfortable getting here. And you don't even know how awkward it was as well. Everyone knew I dropped out. Everyone thought I was a loser. And like I said in the beginning of the videos, people still ask my friends in school to this day what Henrik is up to these days. Obviously he knows I'm doing good, but these guys still don't know. Like I said, I'm just saying, sit in my room the whole day, or that I'm a drug dealer or something. But obviously start to figuring out stuff now, but you guys still get the point. And at the end of the day, making this happen is not hard. It's just repetitive, boring sometimes, and takes time. It's just about time and repetitive stuff and putting in the work, but that's absolutely not hard. Testing a product, setting up a description, finding Luke's reviews for it, pricing the product. None of these are difficult at all. It's just time consuming and repetitive and makes you demotivated at a certain point. But keep going, guys. You don't know how life changed when you find a first winning product and you profit 30K in a month. I push myself to so many cycles each day that I rarely did earlier, and of course the grind here was so lonely. And now we're going to talk about expectation of parents and stuff. First of all, I dropped out before I made any money. You guys already know I didn't make money when I dropped out. Probably made like, $100 on the internet or something, maybe 200, I don't know. But I haven't made a lot of money, to be honest. I could definitely not drop out. But the reason that I decided to drop out, excuse my hair, I haven't washed it. The reason I decided to drop out was because I was determined. I was all in and I forced myself to make this thing happen. I meant uninstalling video games, guys. I'm gonna be honest, I still play some video games to this day. I log on RuneScape every once in a while, kill a boss in the game. Of course I do, but not a lot. I have to sacrifice this kind of stuff. But if I want to, of course I'll log in and do some stuff. But like, you gotta make sacrifices, guys. You gotta force yourself. Honestly, you gotta force yourself. Because no matter how motivated you are, unless you're like Elon Musk or something, forcing yourself has to happen to a certain degree when you want to go out on a party or whatever. That means like not having sex for 6 months. That means not drinking with your buddies for 6 months. All that kind of stuff. You just avoid that stuff. It's not going to get you anywhere. Then you'll be hangover. So first of all, you drink on Friday. You're hangover on Saturday. Okay, you just wasted 2 days. And on Sunday, you just feel lazy because it's school tomorrow. You wasted 3 days. Not going to happen like that. You just got to make decisions. And you could, just party when you make money. Then if you really have to make it happen, if you really have to do it, you know. So when I dropped out, I said to my parents, first of all, I had dropped out a half year before, still didn't put in the work. You guys know how risky it is to drop out. That's super risky. But seriously, I dropped out and I only played video games for a half year. And I dropped out to become an entrepreneur. I dropped out to be a business owner and start playing video games for 6 months. Then after that, we came into like October and I said to my parents, give me to March. If I can make $5,000 a month until March, I will now be able to drop out. And we all agreed on it. Come to March, making 150K. So that was quite laughable how everything changed. But that was what it was, right? So if you give me like until March to make 5K in a month, and that's not too much either, I will be able to drop out and they will not criticize me, not tell me to get a job. Because every time when I was home after dropping out, always start to get a job, apply for a job, you gotta pay rent to live here, you almost get kicked out at a certain point as well just because you're following your dreams. But the thing is, guys, these guys live in a different reality. Like, they will obviously never understand, don't expect anyone to understand, and this is lonely, guys. It's super lonely. But at a certain point, when you start meeting people, like right now, me and John is a team. Before that, we were grinding alone. It was not cool at all. But to get to this point, it was hard. Man, it was hard, but it was worth it. So what I did was, I uninstalled every video game, Fortnite, RuneScape, CSGO, you guys name it. I uninstalled every video game. Then 2 weeks later, I just installed it again, over and over again, repeating that cycle. So I deleted my games, but 2 weeks later I was on them again. But then I made a decision, I flipped the switch in the head, and it all just worked out. I was laser focused because I found something I was passionate about. If you're not, you don't have to be super passionate, but you gotta like have a little bit of an interest in e-commerce if you're gonna make it happen. It doesn't mean you gotta be super passionate, but you gotta like sort of think it's funny to analyze ads, or you don't even have to, but it will definitely help you a lot. You guys get where I'm going with this. So I sort of like just started to become passionate. Honestly, I flipped the switch, but if you flip the switch multiple times and flip it back, turn it back again, you will not be able to use the flip the switch strategy anymore. So if you flip the switch, you really do it. If you're not ready for it, you don't do it. If you're not ready for it, I would still do it because I just make myself ready in the journey. But to get to this point where we're at today, man, it's super good. Or girl, whoever you are watching, I still love you, but it's great. It's super great. And just turned 19, been able to achieve stuff that absolutely nobody in my school has. Have I made it by any means? No. Am I super rich? No. But I'm definitely successful for my age. And I make a lot of money, and it's super cool. But it was a lot of sacrifices. These guys, in school, what they will do, they just go to school for 8 hours, and then when they come home, they'll jack off and play video games for the whole day. It's not really hard. It's way harder to building this thing. But is it worth it? You guys don't even know. Put in the next 3 to 6 months to change your life. It could even happen this month. Your whole life will change and you'll never turn on a video game again because you don't care about that stuff. And the people you thought were cool in school 3 months ago are not people you're gonna think is cool in school anymore now when they just drink every weekend. When you're sitting there holding back your secret about what you're doing, how much money you're creating online. Super cool, guys. Anyways, you like this video, I want you to go down, drop a like. You can drop a dislike, but I would highly recommend choosing the like button. If you don't like this video, you'll never become successful. And then also make sure you guys go down, subscribe, because we do drop a lot of valuable content here. And if you made it till the end, let me know you made it till the end, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.